Very welcome all of you into the current video of the YouTube channel of APTIPLUS Academy. Myself Sumit Sharan, faculty of CSAT in APTIPLUS Academy. Today we are going to discuss the proper strategy, proper implementation planning of the UPSC CSAT paper. So first of all, one thing you have to keep in your mind that for the prelim section, you all know that you have to give two papers. Paper 1 is GS and paper 2 is CSAT. So basically, for very much there is a basic fear in all of the aspirants. I have seen that many aspirants got fear about those CSAT paper, that what should we have to do, what should be the proper strategy, what should be the proper planning for preparing that paper, and what should be the time management also for preparing that CSAT paper. Because there are two sections of the students. First one, who are basically doable maths, who are basically who have a doable mind in that subject, like maths and reasoning and basic comprehension you are taking in the CSAT paper, and they are doing it easily. And the second one section is that they are basically get very much afraid of the CSAT paper, that in RCs what should we have to do, in mathematics section what should we have to do, the calculative questions come or not, the analytical questions will be coming, or in the reasoning section what should we have to do in those type of questions. So today in this video we will discuss all the points one by one to all the aspirants who are preparing for the CSAT paper. If you are doing a proper strategy and proper time management, which we will discuss in this video section, then you can strategize your plan very properly and in a very suitable manner for cracking the CSAT paper. Okay, so let's start today's video section. First of all, the first point comes how to prepare for CSAT. So see, as you know that the preparation always comes in the mind with the pattern, and we all know what should be the pattern of the CSAT. There should be total 80 questions in the exam. You know that paper 2 GS paper 2 CSAT, it should have timing from approx 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. in the prelims day. Okay, you will have 2 hours timing for solving this paper, and in 2 hours duration you will have to solve 80 questions in the CSAT section. And what should be the 80 questions? The comprehension is what? There is also reasoning questions, the mathematics questions, and RC's questions, means reading comprehension. We can't define this as proper English, then there is no proper representation of English in this paper. There is only reading comprehension is coming in this section of paper. So we are getting 3 sections: reasoning, maths, and reading comprehensions, RCs. First of all, the preparation always comes with the day one, because if you are preparing the CSAT paper from the beginning of your preparation, then you will be very much aware about your plus points and minus points, that which points are going to emphasize your study plan and which points are going to demonstrate you in that particular paper. Like we have total 80 questions, and these 80 questions we are getting 3 subjects. Okay, each subject are getting almost 27 questions. We are getting almost 27 questions from each of the subjects. So do a proper planning from day one, that first of all you should have to analyze the proper syllabus of the reasoning section, the mathematics section, and the RC. There is only RC and passages has been asked in the English section. Here only passages, long passages should have asked. So if you are getting a proper comprehension, if you are getting a proper understanding with the concepts of a given passage, then after analyzing any particular passage you can answer easily the given questions. So there is only RC section in the passages. But if we are coming into these 2 papers, these 2 are basically the calculative sections of the CSAT, the reasoning and the mathematics one. So reasoning is basically a soft cake in this paper. You can easily got a good score, a doable score in the reasoning section out of solving these 27 questions, and each question is of 2.5 marks. As you all know, each question is of 2.5 marks. So total 80 questions you are solving of 200 marks. And qualifying is what? Qualifying is just 33%. That is approximately 66 marks out of 200. So this is the first of all, you should be very practical, very straightforward in your mind, that how much effort you should have to intake in that CSAT paper. You don't need to solve all the questions in this paper. So first of all, be very clear in your mind that there is only qualifying paper CSAT in this section, and it is demanding minimum 33% marks from you, and it is 66 marks out of 200. So if a student prepares some short of questions, like if anyone does one-third effort in the entire paper, means out of 80 questions, if someone solves 30 questions properly, if anyone solves 30 questions properly, then he or she can get a very good marks. Like 30 questions by solving, you are getting 75 marks, and the cutoff is fixed 66. That's it. So by just solving 30 questions correctly, you are getting 75 marks, and that is a manageable proper score for qualifying this CSAT paper. So first of all, the first one strategy should be start your preparation from day one. You should have to prepare this paper from day one, the beginning of your preparation. Almost you should have to dedicate 1 hour almost you should have to give in this paper on a daily basis, on a routine manner. And whatever subject you are reading, like in reasoning section, in mathematics section or RCs, first of all analyze what are your positive sections and what are your negative sections. From the proper mock test, you can analyze your strength and weaknesses. That's why we basically give the mock test, right? So first of all, whenever you are giving the mock test, then solve only doable questions which you are capable to answer easily or properly. You don't need to solve all 80 questions in the mock test. It is a very wrong conception in the mind of every student that if we are giving mock test, then we have to solve all the questions. No, it's absolutely not. First of all, from day one, maintain 100% accuracy. Always try to maintain 100% accuracy, and 100% accuracy comes with what? Whatever questions you are solving. Like if anyone solving only 10 questions out of 80 questions, then that 10 questions should be properly correct. And if you are attempting only 10 questions out of 80 question set, then that 10 out of 10 questions should be correct, and that is maintaining 100% accuracy. So first of all, focus on the accuracy, focus on the proper planning, that whichever question you are attempting, it should be correct. It should not be negative marking, because always the negative marking will depreciate your score from the required cutoff marks. Remember one thing always. So you just have to solve 30 questions correctly out of these 80 questions, and anyone if solves 30 questions correctly, then he or she can get 75 marks, and passing is just 66. You can get easily the passing score of the CSAT section. That is only the minimum effort required in this paper. Out of these 3 subjects, choose the chapters which you are capable, in which you are properly capable to answer all those questions. So first of all, give proper mock test and solve the questions, solve the PYQs, the previous year questions, and first of all analyze your strength and weaknesses. And from those strengths, see that if you are solving 30 questions properly or not in each of the sets. So this is the proper preparation planning, this is the proper basic preparation planning, and you have to prepare it. You have to start your preparation from the beginning of your UPSC preparations also. So from day one, you have to give almost 1 hour daily in the CSAT preparation. First of all, this is the core basic thing in the entire syllabus. Okay, now the second point comes in the mind, that how to strategize for CSAT. See, so now for the proper strategy, we have 3 subjects, as we have seen that we have 3 proper subjects like reasoning, English and mathematics. We have 3 subjects: reasoning, English and maths. Now what should be the proper strategy? First of all, do a proper table of all the syllabus chapters. Write a proper table of all the syllabus chapters, like in our classes, wherever we are taking classes. Then first of all, in the first class, I write all the topic names, all the chapter names of the reasoning and math section which I am taking for the CSAT. So first of all, you should be very aware about the chapters, because in UPSC section, in this game, you should have to aware all the chapters which are coming into the exam, and also it is very much important to know that which chapters are not important, which chapters are not being asked regularly in this scenario. So first of all, make a chapter list, make a tabular wise chapter list of all the chapters which are coming in your syllabus in the reasoning section. In the English, you will only get the RCs, the reading comprehensions. There is not so much variations in the English, and I have said it earlier also that in English you don't have to read all the English like all the grammar or vocab. There is no need to do that. You just need to solve the RCs. You just need to do the proper practice on the RCs. That's it. If anyone doing proper practice on the RCs, the reading comprehensions, the inferences, you are getting the proper conclusions of the inferences, then you can easily got the RCs correctly. Okay, so after this one, you have to analyze properly in the reasoning and math section. The most scoring one will be the reasoning. And out of this 27 questions, if anyone solving almost correctly 15 plus questions, then from the English and mathematics section, you just need to solve almost 15 plus questions correctly. See, half of your work will already, all of you who are watching this video, all of you are very much capable that you all can do reasoning almost 15 plus questions correct. Every basic student can do almost 15 plus questions correct in the reasoning section. So out of those 27 questions, if anyone corrects 15 plus in the reasoning section, then from English and maths, you just have to correct 15 plus questions in these two sections. Because why I'm saying this? Because reasoning is always the very much doable, very much easy subject for all the students. They are getting easily the marks in the reasoning. So basically in the CSAT game, the reasoning is the most soft cake for everyone. By the short time, by the short preparation, you can get a good score in the reasoning section. But in the English and mathematics section, you will have to do more and more practice. It is the very much basic thing for the English and mathematics section. Like in English, do the proper inferences, do the proper passages, do the proper RCs, regular basis practice is required in the English section. And in the mathematics, only choose the selective ones, the selective chapters. Because I have seen that if you have a good proper strength, if you have a good backbone of the mathematics from the initial school days, then there is no issue for maths. But there is not so much calculative questions asked in mathematics. Just some basis calculation with the proper analysis, with the proper common sense based questions are regularly asked in the UPSC CSAT in the mathematics section. So in the maths, be very much selective that which chapters you are doing very easily and which chapters are creating negative marking for you. So first of all, this is the smart work. This is the basic smart work. Like in the previous 3 to 4 years, 2 to 3 years, we have seen that UPSC CSAT paper has been very much tough in the mathematics section. So what UPSC is expecting from you, basically if you are getting an IAS officer, then what is UPSC expecting from you? That first of all, you have to strategize your concept. And what is a proper strategy? The proper strategy is knowing your plus points and knowing your minus points, knowing your strength and knowing your weaknesses by giving proper mock tests. So whenever you are giving mock tests, then you are being aware about your strength and weaknesses and work accordingly on it. Like whatever your strengths, make continue preparation of these ones, and if work also on the negative ones, like whichever your weaknesses, whatever your weaknesses are, whatever in which chapters you are getting continuously the negative marking, then try to convert those negative markings into the positive ones. Now by proper mock test, if you are capable to do so, then it is well and good, and if not, then simply skip those chapters. There is no issue with that, because I have already said that you just have to score minimum qualifying marks, that is you just have to select 30 questions correctly out of 80. And what is that? If we discuss in the next step, this is the proper strategy for planning all the 3 papers. Now, if we go further on to the next section, how to practice for it. Now, I will discuss in detail in this topic how to practice for it. See, in reasoning section, we are having 3 sections: reasoning, maths and English. So, in reasoning section, we are getting basically verbal reasoning questions. We are getting verbal reasoning questions like in verbal sections like direction, distance, order, ranking are coming, puzzles are coming, coding, decoding are coming. Okay, inequalities are very few asked in the questions. Like syllogisms is a very much important part, and all these chapters like basic verbal analytical reasoning is coming in the question, and after that non-verbals are asked in a very few manner, like image like questions are asked in a very few manner. Basically verbal reasoning in the verbal sections are regularly asked in the CSAT section, in the reasoning section. So in the reasoning the verbal one is very much important. And if we talk about the English ones, if we talk about the English section, then only RCs are coming in this section, as we have said already that only RCs you need to do in the English section. And after that in the mathematics section, in the maths, just pick the doable questions which you are asking, which are regularly asking in the exam. Like the questions will not get repeated every year, but the concepts are repeated. In the maths you can see that the concepts are repeated. So pick the ones, give proper PYQs, give proper mock tests, and pick those concepts which are regularly asked in the exam in a frequent manner. First of all, select those ones. And in the mathematics section you have to be selective, that what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. You have to work properly on your strengths and try to always uplift your weaknesses into your strengths, whichever is possible. By all the three chapters, by all the three sections, you just need to solve 30 questions. And if anyone, you are getting 2 hours for the section of the CSAT, and 2 hours means what? It is 120 minutes. And if someone has 120 minutes for solving just 30 questions correctly, you don't need to be a very superhero in the CSAT paper. Be very much clear about your mind that from the day one, many students does this common mistake that they are either going to solve all the questions or they are taking the paper very lightly of whatever it is required in the section. So you have to abstain from those things, from both the things, and you have to give proper planning from the day one, 1 hour daily preparation for the CSAT. And in the exam what will be the result of it? If you are getting 120 minutes for solving 30 questions, then approximately 4 minutes for solving each question. By targeting super 30 questions from the day one, be a targeted student and be very much clear about your mind that you have to solve only 30 questions correctly in the CSAT section by all these 3 papers. And if you are getting this, if you are getting so on, then just 4 minutes, you are having almost 4 minutes for solving all the questions, all those 30 questions each. You are having 4 minutes for solving each of the questions. So it is very more than sufficient time. It is very much more than what is needed to solve all the questions correctly. So have this proper presentation in mind, have this proper representation in mind that we are going to discuss all the 3 sections. And if you are giving proper 1 hour planning from the day one on all the 3 subjects repeatedly or like successively, then there is no issue with that for solving 30 questions properly. So be very much careful, be very much aware about your mind that you have to do this type of pattern and you have to be practiced in the same manner. And like as we discuss about the chapters in the reasoning, just I have said that all the verbal chapters are very much important, and after that in the English there is only RCs. In the mathematics there is ratio proportion, which are continuously asked in the exam, ratio proportion, percentage, profit and loss, SICI. After that the problems of race are very few much asked, and after that we know that from the advanced section, number system. Number system is very much important in the entire mathematics section. It is almost coming 60 to 70%. Number system is very much important, and after that LCM SCF are also being asked. Some mensuration questions are being asked. Okay, so these are basic chapters which you need to practice regularly in your daily routine. And for proper practicing, what you need to do for improving your marks, first of all, go through the PYQs. The previous year questions, almost you need to solve 7 to 8 years previous year questions. Like from 2017 we know that UPSC has changed its CSAT questions pattern. So from 2017 onwards, if anyone solving last 7 to 8 years question properly, each of the questions of the CSAT exam, the previous year questions, then he or she can get easily a good score in the subject. And the second one is, after that you need to do proper mock test. And what should be the mock test approach, I'll discuss in the next slides, like how to dedicate time for it in overall UPSC schedule. Now if the question comes about the time given, we always know that time management is always comes with a proper mock test schedule. Time management always comes with a proper mock test schedule. First of all, you need to do almost 1 hour from the day 1 of your preparation, like I have said already. From the day 1 when you have started the preparation of the UPSC, from the day 1 you need to do almost 1 hour daily basis in this preparation. And if you are doing preparations for the CSAT almost 3 to 4 months, then if you are seeing that your preparation has become a good stage, is at a good stage, you are getting a good score or you are getting a handsome score, then you can take a pause, and after that just 3 months before exam or 2 months before exam, you can continue the preparation also in a practice manner. But in the initials, if you are learning the chapters, if you are learning the new chapters, the new concepts, then you should have to start from the day 1 for preparing for the UPSC CSAT. So proper mock test is a very much key element for maintaining a good score. And just I have said that in the mock test, after the mock test, give a proper analysis of that paper, that what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. Okay, so whatever we are having as our strength chapters, almost maintain those chapters in your mock test schedule, and whatever be the weaknesses, just try to uplift those chapters by the proper practice. Like if you take any ratio proportion chapter, if you are solving any ratio proportion question in the mock test and you are getting negative marking in that, for example, and you are getting regularly negative marking in ratio proportion, like 2 to 3 tests you have given and you got negative marking in all the tests, that means your ratio proportion chapter has not been completed yet, is not perfect yet. So now you have 2 options: either practice it, first of all try to practice it in a proper manner, and for practice it, what should we have to do? Solve the PYQs. Solve all the PYQs of that chapter which have asked in last 7 to 8 years. Solve all the questions of ratio proportion properly, and by solving those, just after that give again the mock test, and you can see that easily your marks will definitely surely improve. So in 98% cases your marks will definitely improve by solving, by strategizing in this condition. And by doing this, even also if someone is not even going to get a positive marks, like continuously negative marking coming, then simply skip those chapters. Like I have said always that you don't need to solve all the 80 questions, you just need to proper analyze the paper, that what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. Do proper practice on your strengths and always try to uplift your weaknesses into your strengths, and whichever topics which are getting uplifted in your positive ones, then maintain proper practice on it, and those which you are not able to do the positive marks, then simply skip those chapters. You just need to solve 30 questions, that's it, and by 30 questions solving you can getting easily a 75 cutoff marks cracking by that paper. So this is the basic time section, this is the basic time management from the day 1 preparation for the UPSC CSAT, which every aspirant should have come into your mind. Okay, so this is the basic thing which everyone need to solve, need to do in their preparation stages. And after that, the next point comes how to take out fear out of your mind. Now this is a basic passive statement. Then many students got feared about this CSAT paper also. Like we have said that in the previous sections, UPSC CSAT has been very much tough for every aspirants. Like in 2021, 2022 and 2023 also, the papers are quite standard. So first of all, if anyone are having day 1 strategy is what? Like whatever I have discussed in this video, just start it from day 1 of your preparation. Or if you are between your preparation, then today is the day 1. If you are getting well aware about your mind that what should be the preparation strategy, if you are knowing this, then start this even from the start of your preparation. Just start from today, whatever at your stage doesn't matter. If at whatever stage you are doesn't matter, whatever chapters you have covered doesn't matter, just start from today the preparation of the CSAT, because as we know that there is not so many time remaining in the exam, just approx 3 to 4 months, 5 months are remaining for doing the prelims. And first of all, do one thing always in your mind, that whatever you are practicing the CSAT 1 hour always prepare it after lunch. Now why I am this saying? Because your UPSC CSAT timing will be approximately 2:30 to 4:30. You know, your paper 1 GS will be around 9:30 to 11:30, and your paper 2 CSAT will be on this time 2:30 to 4:30. So whenever you are giving the prelims paper of the UPSC, the exam day, you are almost getting tired in that paper also. After the lunch break, you are having a proper mindset that I have to give the CSAT paper. So from the day one, if you are practicing it after lunch, then your mind will get a psychological state that after lunch, if you are giving, basically we got tired after lunch and we got at a basically lethargic condition after lunch. But if you are giving proper practice after lunch, then your mind will be capable to know that your psychology will become practicable, that after lunch, if you are solving CSAT paper, then it will be in a calculative stage even on the day of the exam. So that's why I have said that you have to practice. It will be more suitable if you practice this paper after the lunch daily. And one thing you should have to know in your mind, that proper preparation always comes with a proper practice. Like I have said that, first of all, everyone should be very aware about their mind that basic key points should be there. What should be the basic key points? First of all, like I have said it, if I comprise all the terms in a single manner, first of all, day one preparation strategy, like I have discussed, day one preparation strategy. Start your preparation from the day one, from the beginning of your day for CSAT. Second, do proper PYQs. Do proper PYQs. Third one is the do proper mock tests. Next will be analyze the mock test. Analyze the mock tests. And next point should be, the next approach should be, know your strengths and weaknesses. Know your strengths and weaknesses, and you have to work on your strength regularly and improve your weaknesses. So this should be the basic approach. Like I have discussed all the main key points and all the patterns and syllabus in this section and all the proper strategies in this section. And if someone is doing a proper strategy by doing the proper preparation, then the sky is the limit. You don't need to solve all the questions. If you are doing the proper strategy by the proper planning, proper implementation, then you can crack the paper easily in a very few time by a proper preparation. Okay, so these are the basic key points which everyone should have to analyze in your minds. And after that, like in our APTIPLUS Academy, we always try to discuss all the things. Like I have discussed all the CSAT sections completely. Like PYQs of maths and reasoning have been already discussed in our CSAT YouTube videos. Like you can get easily the CSAT UPSC 2024 paper of maths and reasoning separate discussions on our YouTube channels or our YouTube section. It doesn't matter the paper is CSAT or the paper 1 GS or any one GS paper. If you are having a proper implementation, the proper practice in your mind, the proper strategy in your mind, then you can crack any paper easily by proper time management. The main key point is you have to maintain your schedule from the day one of your preparation. This is the basic key element that every aspirant should have to take in their minds. I always prefer PYQs rather than solving any books. Like if you are getting almost last 7 to 8 years or 10 years PYQ solved, then your preparation will be in a good manner. And in CSAT section, you don't need to solve, you don't need to give very much time that you are getting any book or you are taking any book or solving it regular basis. There is no need to do that. But in some chapters, if you need to do some practice also, then in the mathematics section you can solve MB publication books. Those are basic good books in the practicing. And in the English section you can solve Lucent. There is passages questions asked in that section. And in the reasoning sections, basically R.S. Agarwal is good, but these are basic things which you can solve, not that much, not complete book, but in some chapters if you are lacking, if you are taking negative marking, then you can solve some chapters from that book which I have referred in the section. And apart from that, just maintain 3 points. Do proper planning. Second, mock test is very much required. And third, the most important thing, PYQs, that is previous year questions. And just do the proper preparation, because we don't need have very much time in the prelim section of prelims 2025. Like we have 3 to 4 months almost, or 5 months. So maintain your strategy, plan accordingly, and do proper preparation and maintain your good score in the CSAT paper. So that's it for today. Thank you so much all.